Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Tea, Dhikr, and Tying Up. I'm Amira of Traditional Muslim Homemaker. If you're not familiar with me, I have a page called Traditional Muslim Homemaker. I've been running this page since about 2011, I believe. And Alhamdulillah, it's a place where I talk about homemaking with tips on parenting, marriage, how to enjoy homemaking, and so much more. I am the author of two homemaking books, Journey of a Muslim Homemaker, Spirituality and Homemaking, and Thoughts of a Domestic Darling. And it's all about homemaking and some inspiration. And I have a blog. So, Alhamdulillah, by the same name, Traditional Muslim Homemaker. And I'm excited about this podcast because this adds an extra additional outlet to reach more people about homemaking, to help women embrace and really find that there's benefit in homemaking because it truly is. And Alhamdulillah, if you ever have any questions or you need to ask anything about homemaking on various different topics, then you can always message me on Facebook. And I also have an Instagram now. So I didn't have one before, and I don't know why I didn't, but I started one. So Traditional Muslim Homemaker is on Instagram, and you can follow that. I don't have a TikTok. Well, I do, but it's not really homemaking. So, yeah, I'm usually doing the most of my work on Facebook. And Alhamdulillah, it is February, and I'm super excited because we have, great topics to talk about in regards to homemaking. And today, our topic is a very important one because you can't give from an empty cup. And so, this episode is called When You Need Care Too. And so a lot of times women will message me on Facebook and they will tell me that, they don't feel appreciated in their homemaking. They feel like it's such a thankless job and it can be exhausting. It can be a little overwhelming. It could be all these things. And at the same time, it's also, very rewarding and it's very beneficial and it's very much so needed. So these two things can exist at the same time. And we have to make efforts to really pour into ourselves. Even if we don't have other people that will do that for us, which we would love, that would be super duper great if everybody just took time to, pour into us so we can recharge and rejuvenate. And sometimes we might not have that. And sometimes we might be waiting around for a long time before that actually happens. So we have to take the reins and really put our self care and love ourselves and take care of ourselves too, and put that in the forefront as well. And when you put it in the front, it doesn't mean that you are, making everybody else not a priority. It's just also that you're making yourself a priority as well. And because we know we can't pour from an empty cup, there's different things that we need to do, and we can do it daily, we can do it weekly. It's not all about, going out and going shopping or things like that. But if that's your jam, then you can definitely do that. But there's different things that you can do, little things that you can do. And these little things add up and they are important towards your care for yourself. We pour, we serve, we give, and we give and we give and we give and we serve and we serve and we serve. And that's part of our purpose. That's part of our homemaking purpose, is to serve and to give. And this podcast is a reminder that you matter too. And this self-care is not something that, is something that is meant to recharge you and rejuvenate you and to refresh you. And it doesn't take away from serving other people, but you're serving yourself and your needs as well. And so there's different types of being tired, but you have to recognize your need. And sometimes your tired is not like I'm sleepy. It could be, I'm just feeling overwhelmed or things are feeling chaotic. So ask yourself what type of care that you need to take care of to recharge. So for me, it's that I would like better sleep. And so if you're a person like me who feels like, okay, hey, I'm constantly tired. And of course, obviously, if you're in good health and things like that, and you're just feeling tired for the sake of the fact that you're going to bed late, or you might be like me, you have, a toddler sleeping in your bed and things like that. Then making plans towards having better sleep. And so I'll use myself as an example. For me to get better sleep, I need to put my house to bed at a certain time. And when I say put my house to bed, that means kitchen is shut down, the living room is closed, everything is done. Children are going to bed or have gone to bed, and putting the house to sleep at a decent time. And in order for that to happen, food has to be made at a decent time. I can't wait till super late, because if I wait till super late, that means that everyone who is doing kitchen chores will be up late doing kitchen chores, and I don't want that. So, in order for that to not happen, then dinner needs to be made at a certain time, and that's why meal planning is really a good idea. It may seem like it's a lot, but it's actually beneficial, time saving, and just saves your mind from wondering, okay, what am I making? What do I need to pull out the fridge? Oh, no, I can't pull out chicken because it has to thaw, and because I waited super late, I can't do that now. So really, menu planning really takes out the rush of what am I making? I don't know. It a few minutes. So if you do that on Sunday, get your groceries and things like that. Look around your house first, see what you have, see what you can make meals of out of what you have. Then, if you need to add ingredients, make that part of your grocery list. And then this is how you also save money, which is a totally different topic, especially because I'm a mom of a lot. I'm a mom of a lot. So in our household, we have 11, and one is an adult. And technically, Tubby is an adult too. He's 18. But so we have ages from 23 down to 2 years old. And so I get it. And then you have myself and my husband. So there is 13 of us here. And then that's making meals for 13 people, making sure we have enough. And, we got grown boys that go wrestle and things like that. So there's a lot going on. So when I say menu planning is helpful, I'm really speaking from experience. I've been menu planning since Tuck Beer, who was 18, was born. Menu planning, especially as we increased in our amount of children that we had, menu planning was something that was very time efficient, and it really helped with just making the day go smoother. So sometimes your tired might be from just the overwhelmed of not having things organized. And menu planning is one of those ways that you can really organize your meals. And if you organize your meals, it helps with other things too. Because as I said, my tired is I want a little extra sleep. So making my menu plan on Sunday, because if you've seen my homemaking page, I say a Sunday well spent brings a week of content. So that means ironing clothes on a Sunday, making sure everyone has their clothes ready. In our household, I just like to make sure that everyone has their clothes ready for the whole week, including socks. And making sure we have a menu plan. Now, am I always 100%? I am not always 100%, but I am telling you what works and that I've tried it. And so working on being consistent also helps a lot too. That's another topic. So also, don't be afraid to ask for help. And even so, in a way that everyone can get chores. And I think I said this before in a previous podcast. Everyone in this house has chores. There's no one in this house that doesn't have chores. Okay, except for the 2-year-old baby girl. She doesn't have chores. Zahra is doing her own thing. But Musa is 3, and everybody from 3 and up has chores. This also helps with not being so tired. So no, you don't have to take everything on. You are like the house manager. You can oversee things, making sure everything is taken care of. But part of being tired is that you might be doing a lot, and sometimes you need some extra help. And so, having designating chores, even if they're little things, helps for you to be cared for too. And for us, we just have a chore chart. A chore chart is on the refrigerator, and it has all the days of the week, and it has various chores, and it has who does what. And it helps. It really does help. Now, I do have to make sure that people are, on their chores, but that's okay. That's that's fine because everything is not perfect, but it definitely helps. Um, so, gentle ways that you can care for yourself: have quiet time. As I said, so you might be like, what does having dinner early, I mean, on time, and going to putting the house to bed on time has to do with care for myself? Yes, because if you have that time for yourself, because everything is in order and a bit organized, then you can have quiet time for yourself. You can have quiet moments with the Quran, quiet moments just with your thoughts, quiet moments to journal, quiet moments to Quran journal, quiet moments to listen to a lecture, to pour into yourself spiritually and emotionally and mentally. That quiet moment is needed. Just to quiet in the house, to have tea and relax, not even doing anything but drinking your tea is, moments that is pouring into yourself and caring for yourself, having that. And eventually I'll talk about herbalism in regards to homemaking, because um, having an adaptogen, something that's good for your nervous system and things like that, it's caring for yourself and nourishing yourself at the same time. And so if that's something that you're interested in as far as like herbalism in your homemaking, definitely let me know. It's probably going to come up in March, and I'm pretty excited about that too because it's beneficial and it can help. So, having your adaptogens, your nervines, and things like that in the morning, having that quiet time, sit, breathe, make dhikr. Dhikr is always going to be beneficial. It's always going to be something that you can do. This is how you pour into yourself spiritually as well. So, I mean, it's all beneficial and it's all going to rejuvenate and recharge you, because not everybody can go out and have a spa day. Not everyone has, the means to do retail therapy and things like that. But in your home is a place supposed to be a place of refuge, and it's supposed to be a place of comfort and a place of ease, and that not only for your family members but for yourself too. So you have to make it a place of comfort and peace for your own self, for your own well-being. Home is not a place that you should be trying to escape from, but a place that is welcoming and inviting and calming and rest. And so you have to create those opportunities to have rest. Making sure that you speak kindly to yourself. Being tired and needing care too could be that like you're so hard on yourself that it is emotionally exhausting. Not the type of exhausting like I need to go to sleep, but just emotionally exhausting. Speak kindly to yourself. It could be like, I'm so stupid, I didn't do this, or I'm so dumb, why didn't I think of that? You know what? Really strive daily to say kind things about yourself. Allah makes no mistakes. You are in your homemaking role on purpose. And if Allah didn't see that you were fit to be in that role, you wouldn't be in it. You would be totally doing something else. But here you are in your homemaking. So you were meant to be exactly where you are. And you are meant to get done exactly what you have gotten done. And what you didn't get done is not meant for you to do. And maybe, just maybe, it's meant for you to do another day. So be easy on yourself and give yourself grace. That's part of caring for yourself. Speaking kindly to yourself, having quiet moments with Quran, dhikr, making sure that you're making your prayers, because even in those moments where we know prayer is not a very long thing, it's not 10 minutes and things like that, but those very moments of prayer is also caring for yourself too, because, staying sujood, making dua, asking Allah to give you strength and ease and comfort and wrap you in His mercy are needed for your own care. Prayers for your care. Also, just resting without guilt. Because you might be like, oh, I could have been doing this, I could have been doing that. Know that rest is important and that your body has rights over you. So do take the time to rest. Even if like it's in the middle of the day, fine. If you really need to recharge, take that moment. Just have a moment. And that's why if you plan and organize your week a bit, especially with the meals, you can take those little moments to just sit, because you're not running around frantically in the kitchen. What am I going to make? Oh my gosh, let me put something together. I got to throw something together real quick. No, like things can be started. If you have your kitchen tools are your best friend. They are your servants. They are here to serve you, help you serve your family. And you can use those for caring for yourself too. How? Because if you could throw everything in an instant pot or everything in a slow cooker, you set it, you forget it. If you cook and you put things in the oven, and if it's on a slow cook, you can do that and you have more time to do other things. So use your kitchen tools to your advantage. I swear up and down by the Instant Pot. It's one of my favorites, and we have two, and with our size family, it's great. So um, yeah, try something like that to use your kitchen tools to help serve you, to help you serve your family. Um, and just think of different ways that you need to care for yourself, whether that's going to bed earlier, whether that is having nourishing teas, and eating nourishing foods. Because, yeah, that's important too. Care for yourself. Eat things to nourish your body. You only have one body, and this body is for you to do acts of ibadah. This body is for you to serve your family. This body is supposed to be used in ways that is pleasing to Allah, and you cannot do all of that if you are depleted and you are not eating properly. Care for yourself by nourishing your body, and even if that's like making little like snacks and things like that that you can eat throughout the day, then do that too. Having nourishing drinks, make sure you're drinking your water. Drink water as much as you can, and also try homemade foods like homemade yogurt with probiotics and things like that as well. So nourishing your body, nourishing your gut is helpful for your immune system. So to have to be stronger in your immune system, think about your gut. What are you putting in it? And feed it good, because this is part of your body is your vessel to move around to get things done. And if you need care and you're tired because you're not eating properly, and that's part of your exhaustion, then fuel your body with what's good and what's needed to handle whatever task you need to take care of in that day, whether it's taking care of your household, whether it's you need to make your prayers, things like that. Remember that your body is a means for serving, and you can't serve if it's not fueled properly. Just like a car. So if your car is running out of gas, you're not going to put sugar in the gas tank and think it's going to go. You're going to give your car what it needs to move, and that's going to be gas. So give your body, which is your car, what it needs to move. Also, make it short, and at the end of the day, even if you put your house to bed, which is going to be one of the upcoming episodes, is how to put your house to bed. After you put your house to bed, take a good shower. So, take a good shower. If it's a long shower, that's great. That's something that you can care for yourself. If you find yourself irritated a lot more in your household, and overwhelmed, these are signs that you need care too. If you're finding like, okay, I'm a little cranky, I'm irritable, things that seem to be small are really irritating me today, then these are signs that you need to care for yourself a little more. So what you can do, inshallah, today is sit down and think about that. Like after Fajr, when it's like, the calm and the peace of the early morning, the traffic isn't really moving just like that. The house is still pretty calm and quiet. And think, what do I need to do to care for myself more? And write those things down. Like, where do you find you need to recharge yourself more? Is it emotionally? Is it spiritually? And remember, all of these things are connected. So your spiritual boost and recharge is definitely going to help in every area of your being. So look at that. Like all of these things are connected. I can't serve because I'm a little off balance in my self-care department. And that's what you need to work on. So ask yourself, what do I need right now? What do I need for myself? What do I need to do to better care for myself? And, work on those things. Care for yourself the way you care for others. You cook, you make sure your family eat well, make sure you eat well. You want your children to go to bed on time because sleep is vital to health and well-being and growth. Then sleep has to be vital and important to you too. You want your place to be a place of refuge for your family. Make sure your place is a place of refuge for you as well. You deserve gentleness too, and care for yourself. Pour into yourself. Don't disappear. Don't give up. But you can't give empty. And you matter too. Inshallah, I pray this is beneficial. If you have any questions, feel free to reach me on Facebook anytime, inshallah. And I look forward to next week's episode. Assalamu alaikum.